a mentality of people who are not colonized. These are people who said, look, we built Nigeria without you. We don't need you. Hi guys, it's a girl lilymutamztv, also known as Z, Zambia. If you're new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe so that each time I upload videos, you will be notified that Z Aposapoka video. She has thrown a video. In this video, I will be talking about what happened in Nigeria, which I thought is a lesson for other African countries. A few days ago, I came across an image of a restaurant, a Nigerian restaurant, which is a Chinese restaurant in Nigeria, that was shut down because the Chinese refused to serve food to indigenous Nigerians, to Nigerians. I mean, they just literally refused. You will not eat in our restaurant. This is our restaurant. And the Nigerians complained, and the Nigerian authorities shut down the restaurant. I was excited to see that because many a times as Africans, we take a lot of baloney. We accept whatever because, we have no say. These are investors, they've come to our country. What can we do? But you don't mess with Nigerians. Nigerians, you don't mess with them. You can't go to their country and tell them, go. You can't eat in our restaurant, and they will allow you. They shut the restaurant down. I want to take you back to 2016 in Zambia. In 2016, this lady, her name is Mika Mombazi. She visited a restaurant called Horseshoe in Lusaka, Zambia. She was going there to book for her birthday. She wanted to just, host an event with her friends because she's heard lots of things about this place. It's a steakhouse for posh people, rich people. So I might as well take my friends there and just have a girls' night out or a friend's night out. And when she was there, she noticed that staff were being abused verbally in a demeaning way by the owners of the restaurant. And immediately she left the place and she started a campaign, #ShutDownHorseshoe. I was among the people that supported her in 2016. By then I was not a vlogger. And lots of people did the hashtag on Twitter, everywhere, and she talked about the whole story. Now, you expect this story to be favorable because she felt, why should people in our country be treated like this? This is somebody who lived in Australia. She lived in Australia for a few years as a student. And then she comes to her own country, Zambia, to see a foreigner treating her own people like that. She just couldn't buy that. And her campaign was huge all over social media. It actually went viral. And then the owners of the restaurants, I will just show you some screenshots for those of you who've never come across this story. These are the screenshots.
Kama ulimwe yawe walila ulimwe yawe
Okay, so you have seen the screenshots of the owners actually telling her, who are you to shut our restaurant down? Who do you think you are? You will not go anywhere. And they were right. The next thing we saw on a page called Mwebantu Media was a minister saying that Miss Mika Mwambazi was causing a false alarm on the social media, so she should be arrested.
This report is from the 20th of December 2016, where the Minister of Labour, Joyce Simokoko, said that investigations revealed that there was no racism. In fact, the minister called for the arrest of Miss Mika Mwambazi, stating that she was causing a false alarm to the nation. Therefore, business as usual at Horseshoe continued despite what Mika Mwambazi had witnessed and told the nation of Zambia.
She should be arrested. A Zambian citizen complains, and then you say, no, you are causing alarm, you should be arrested. That was just heartbreaking. Why would you allow a foreigner to have so much power than a local person who's witnessed racism and abuse of staff? Her story apparently was not believable. The Human Rights Commission also got involved in the story, and they found out that indeed the staff were being abused. But because the staff also were scared, some of them withdrew, some of them left the job. They didn't want to be involved because these guys were quite violent, verbal. You can just see even from the screenshots.
Despite what the minister said, the Human Rights Commission did in fact find that staff were humiliated and beaten up and insulted by the bosses. Some of the insults that they were told, they were called rotten, egg, idiots, different type of insults. But look at what the minister had said. Arresting Mika for standing up for the truth, for seeking justice for Zambian citizens who were abused by their bosses. Mr. George Mutonga posted this, stating that the Horseshoe had hired a law firm from Zimbabwe to sue Mika. They actually gave Mika conditions not to talk about the Horseshoe on public and to remove every post about Horseshoe, meaning that Miss Mika should also delete her review over the Horseshoe, which she has never deleted up to today. Despite all the proofs that were presented against Horseshoe, they still stood their grounds to even sue Mika Mwambazi.
And Ms. Mika was being warned that she would be arrested. And this same Horseshoe, they even hired a lawyer to stand in for them to say, you are scandalizing our restaurant. So when I saw that from Nigeria, I said, look, we have something to learn here as Zambians. Enough is enough of allowing people to come and take over our country and do whatever they like. Just a few days ago, a man who is a manager of a restaurant is from Italy was doing adult movies with young girls in Zambia. Well, about 18 plus, but they are young. And I commented to say, these are the expatriates of Zambia. Why was my comment like that? Because we allow people to come into our country to do whatever they like, to even give the lowest salary to people, to Zambian workers, because there is no control of how much you are supposed to pay these people. They can even decide to pay people 300 kwacha, 400 kwacha, except obviously recently the government has put in a cap to say, at least you should pay people a minimum of so much. But why did I bring in the Mika Mwambazi story? It got me thinking that, if Mika was shut down to the point that her story was thrown out of the bin, out of the window, she was ridiculed, and nothing was done. Horseshoe business was even booming, and they are still in existence today in Zambia. Why did these people even face any form of disciplinary to say, if you dare treat our citizens like this, we will make sure we shut your restaurant down? No, it never happened in Zambia. Now look at this. These people went to eat in a Chinese, not working, to eat in a Chinese restaurant. And then the Nigerian government, whatever authority that is in charge, decided, we are shutting you down for refusing to serve Nigerians. Now, Nigerians deserve a hand of applause. Now, that is a mentality of people who are not colonized. These are people who said, look, we built Nigeria without you. We don't need you. That is how it should be. In Zambia, we even have Bank of China. I doubt if a Zambian is even allowed to open a bank account with the Bank of China. Do you know why the rate of the Zambian kwacha keeps on depreciating? Imagine Chinese people doing so much business in Zambia. When they do all these businesses, guess what happens? They go and deposit money directly into the Bank of China and it reflects in China. Do you expect the Zambian kwacha to do well? Of course, it will never do well. I shared a video of a young man who is based in China. He's a student. I will link it down below. And the guy was just talking about how if a Chinese investor goes to Zambia and wants to invest, he invests alone 100%. No Zambian is involved in the business. He will be the CEO, the director, whatever you can call him, and he will run the affairs of the business. But in China, it is different. If you want to run a business in China, the Chinese government has put in place laws that state that you must be in partnership with a Chinese and have 50% shares. You know why? If you are an investor, say from Zambia, and you are investing in China, and there's a Chinese person who is part of your business, it means whatever profits you're making, the money for him that he makes will remain in China. But the money that you make will go out. So imagine if the business is 100% yours, the business money will go outside China, and China's economy will not do as well. That is what is happening in Zambia. It's heartbreaking when you drive through the roads of Zambia, the old villages, the bushes, even as you are just driving through, you see Chinese businesses everywhere, owned by Chinese, written in Chinese. Did you know that in Zambia, they had even started writing newspapers in Chinese? Can you go to China and do a request to say, we want our newspaper to be in Zambian language, and they will allow you? China will allow you? Never. But you see, we are so blinded by the so-called, these are the investors coming to the country. The question is, when these investors come into the country, who benefits? Is it we Zambians, or it's the Chinese people that benefit? Of course, it's them. That is why they even have Bank of China. I will try my luck when I'm in Zambia to go to the Bank of China and ask them if I can register, open an account and see if I will be allowed. I'm sure I'll never be allowed. Why did I bring up this story? Nigerians are very patriotic about their country. They are very proud of their country, and you dare not mistreat their person. They are like Americans. You dare not mistreat an American. You will get the negative feedback that you never expected. So congratulations, Nigeria, for shutting down this restaurant. I am so proud of you. I wish the same happened in Zambia when Miss Mika Mwambazi was campaigning about horseshoe. It never happened. Horseshoe bosses were even smiling and said, we told you this thing would never happen. We told you our business is business as usual. And we all felt betrayed. And we felt like our human rights are somehow catapulted. We are tight. There's nothing we can do. And that is why people who come to Zambia do whatever they like. And people are even scared to say anything because no one will do anything about it. So congratulations, Nigeria. This is great news. I was so happy when I saw this, and I said, well done. You have to protect your people. And that is an example to any other investor that mistreats a Nigeria to say, if you dare, we chase you out of our country. If you dare, we will not even allow you to operate business in our country. So those Chinese, maybe they will try and negotiate, probably offer those Nigerians a free meal for the whole year, but from what it is, they have been shut down. It's a girl, lilymutamztv, also known as Galopazet. See you on my next video.
Thanks for following my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification button. And also follow me on all social media platforms. It's simply at lilymutamztv.